in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, what I'm going to do in this educational video and documentary is to explain one thing. A lot of us understand that we have family members that just ain't shit. We have family members that will sleep with our significant other. It ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing unusual. There are women who will sleep with your cousin, sleep with your brother, sleep with your uncle, sleep with your granddaddy, sleep with your daddy. Okay? It just is what it is. Blood-related people. But let me tell you something. Family has nothing to do with blood. Family has nothing to do with relation as far as blood. Family is relationship, not blood. How that person treats you and how you treat them. The loyalty that y'all show to each other. That's what makes you family. You can have people who are not related to you by blood who treat you better than your own family members. Okay? And they become your family. But the people that you are really kin to, first cousin, second cousin, third cousins, aunts, nephews, and aunts, they are nothing like family. They're your enemies a lot of time. So what I'm going to do is show you a clip of a woman who sleeps with her married husband. She sleeps with her husband's cousin. And then she foolishly gets into a relationship with the cousin. I'm going to tell you something, dummy, to the men too. If you sleep with a family member, significant other, especially if that significant other is somebody else's wife in your family, if your family member married a woman and that is his wife, you are a dumbass if you get into a relationship with that woman because she has already shown you that she ain't shit. So she's going to run around on you too. But let's go ahead and get into this story right quick. 1 second as I pull it up. You know how I get down. I always got to prove what I say. Let's get it.
With you, why don't you tell me why we're here today?
I'm here today, Your Honor, to finally get my opinion heard by my wife without her telling me to shut up. And basically, she was always cheating, as you can see. And
Yes.
We have been together last year for 6 months. I was living in the house.
Take your time.
And I was doing basically everything that I was supposed to do as a man. Mm-hmm. And I didn't get nothing back in return from it, but other than...
Okay, I want to get into that right there. This is a man probably in his late 40s, early 50s, about to break down. You can hear that his voice is shaky as he relives the moments of being cheated on by his wife, his musty back heifer, ex-wife, soon to be. Now, gentlemen, I tell you, when you are a beta male, this will always happen to you. You will always get a woman that's going to disrespect you and run over you. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, who have never heard me break down what a simp is, I'm going to do it today again. A simp is not just one way. There are two types of simps. You have a sucker simp and you have a lame simp. The sucker simp is genuinely a good guy who has good intentions, who is very generous and wants to help people. And when he gets a woman, he wants to help her, buy her stuff, be nice to her, take her out of whatever troublesome situation she may be in. And then that woman would take advantage of his good heart. He is the sucker simp. She is his sucker. But then there is a lame simp. A lame simp is a person who has no personality, who is socially awkward, who cannot make a woman have any type of interest in him because he has no gift for gab. He has no swag, no demeanor. He doesn't know what he's doing on a dating scene. So what a lame simp does, he uses things that he believes are attractive to women in order to get the women. For example, he uses his money because he knows money is something that is attractive to women to get the woman. So he uses his money, his car, his crib, his everything that on the external things to attract a woman to keep her attention. He'll use money to attract her attention and to keep her attention because, again, he will not work on himself. A lame simp a simp altogether will not work on himself. He will not, if he's overweight, he won't work out because he knows that is what women would like in a shaped man. So a lame simp is someone who uses things that are attractive to get women's attention instead of becoming attractive to women by working out, getting a better job, and just being a better version of himself. Now let's keep going. And one more thing before I keep saying it, he said that he wouldn't get nothing back in return. It's all about reciprocity. If you are continuously depositing good intentions, blessings into another person's life, and they're not depositing those things back to you, then they ain't doing nothing but withdrawing from you. There are leeches. There are takers. You have to distance yourself from people like that. And unfortunately, a lot of men and women get together in relationships, especially men, because they always are expected to be providers. Women take advantage of y'all. And you continuously deposit. You keep giving. You keep putting into her. And she's just taking. You got to distance yourself from those type of people.
And I didn't get nothing back in return from him, but other than my cousin, and she knew this. That's the bad part about it.
That's a lie, Your
She
Honor.
knew it when
Mrs. Walker, I'll get to you. Mr. Allen, I'm sorry.
He's been around. She confronted me because he didn't went back telling her that I confronted him, and she got on my case. Well,
Hang on. Your wife got on your case because you said something to the guy she's fooling around on you with?
yes.
Now, think about that. That's the cousin in the blue shirt on the screen. I think it's his first cousin. I don't know. That's the wife. Now, I can tell you by looking at him that he ain't shit anyway. The dude in the blue shirt, I can kind of tell. I really believe that he probably was jealous of his cousin, the one that was married to this woman on the screen. Now, by looking at her body language and how way she got her head tilted and her face, I can already tell you she's a black woman with a whole lot of attitude. She's for the streets, and she's going to always try to justify whatever she do. No matter if it's wrong or right, she's going to have some kind of idiotic reason as to why she's doing it. Now, this woman, let me go back to the cousin, excuse me. Let me go back to the husband, excuse me. The husband, the ex-husband to be, confronted his cousin about sleeping with his wife. The cousin got upset at that. So the cousin went and told the husband's wife about her husband confronting him about giving her the pipe. She got upset at the husband and then got on the husband's ass for confronting her lover about clapping her cheeks. Do you understand that? Do that make any type of sense to you? Let's keep going.
Said something to the guy she's fooling around on you with?
Yes.
Ms. Walker,
That's
did you
a lie,
do
Your
that?
Honor. That is a lie. I confronted him because he brought the drama to my house in my neighborhood where it's supposed to be drama-free. I even told him I was going to call the police. The neighbors saw him and asked him, was he okay? It was pouring down raining, Your Honor. He out there calling my boyfriend
What's
out.
drama-free about sleeping with your husband's relative?
I did not know that was his cousin. I just recently found out that they was kin. I did not know this.
Well, let's take Ken out of it. What is drama-free about sleeping with a man other than your husband?
Well, like I said, first of all, I did not know that was his cousin.
And he's married.
He just recently
I
told
want you to understand the ex-husband said that his first cousin is also a married man, and she started sleeping with his first cousin while he was married to another woman. So he left his own wife to be with this man's wife. They deserve each other. And I'm going to tell you, ain't nothing but curses and bad situations are going to follow this type of relationship. God ain't going to bless that. Ain't nobody going to approve of that. These people deserve each other. And I feel sorry for the wife of the cousin, and I feel sorry for the husband of this woman right here. Now, Judge Lynn Tolliver keep telling her, what is drama-free about sleeping with your husband's cousin? I want you to see how she deflects and moves around because she knows it's wrong. And then the judge says, well, let's just take out the fact that that's your husband, cousin. Or let's just take it out. What's drama-free about sleeping around while you are married to your husband? And she's going to keep on saying, I didn't know that was his cousin. You know why? Because at the heart of this, she knows she's wrong. She's aware that the world is looking at her as a slut. She understands that she did wrong. But most people, as most people do, when they do something wrong, something that is incorrigible, what they do, they find a way to justify it, no matter what. And this is what she is.
He's
I
married.
did not know that was his cousin.
And he's
I'm
married.
not
He
talking
just
about
recently
cousin.
told me that.
I'm talking about any random man. You should not be having sex with somebody other than your husband. Do you not see that as a problem?
If I knew that was his cousin, I wouldn't have done it. But whatever we
still
have already
talking
done,
cousin.
Your Honor, it's already done, and it's gonna stay done because he don't want it. I'm gonna keep it that way because this man treats me like a queen.
Mr. Allen?
Hey, y'all, look at this man's face, man. Look at his face, man. You can look at him and tell that he ain't shit.
Mr. Allen?
All right, let's get to the other one. But she's just a smart mom. She can't even respect the judge. It's gonna be done. It's gonna stay done. The cousin did him a favor. I could not live underneath no woman like that, buddy. Here we go.
all of this, Mr. Allen, what was the final straw for you?
My cousin.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
2 words well said.
Whatever, man.
So, Mr. Allen, you're seeking $485 you spent on shoes for your wife. Why don't you tell me about that?
For Christmas time.
Ms. Walker, if you don't be quiet.
For Christmas time,
It's just
Your Honor.
annoying and silly, and it looks so ignorant. Just stop.
John does too.
No, I'm talking to you. He
John
doesn't look
does
ignorant. You do.
John does too. He looks stupid.
Okay.
Man, I bet the judge on TV be wishing they can send him to the electric chair because that mouth. See, I think it was Judge Joe Brown. He used to charge you $100 assessment every time that you kept talking out of turn. I wish she would have done that shit.
Your counterclaim is dismissed for failure to be able to behave.
That's fine.
And if you keep it up, I'm going to award him the money because he's able to conduct himself and you were not. Go ahead.
Christmas time of last year, I was at the house. Bought 2 pairs of designer shoes, boots and a pair of shoes. Both of them was like $385, you know, adding up everything.
The boots that he brought me, he paid $125 for them, and I also have the picture of them if you want to see the picture.
Okay.
What about the shoes?
I don't know what other pair of shoes he's talking about, but he did buy me them boots.
Well, they're name brand.
$125 was a sale.
I've never known this company to ever sell anything
It was
for
on sale.
$125.
That was on sale. It was around Christmas time.
Mr. Allen, I like you. I hate you.
You hear that? The judge says to this man that she likes him, and the ex-wife says, I hate you. I'm going to tell you something. This woman has no remorse. This is a very vindictive-ass woman. Like I say, her and that cousin deserve each other, and they're going to have hell in the future. I hope that man finds the right type of woman for him or whatever it is and find his peace because he made a bad decision. When you do not vet women properly, man, this is what's going to happen to you. You're going to live a life of misery. You're going to lose stuff in divorce courts. Okay, when you are a beta and not trying to be an alpha, if you need help, call me, Jeremy Hill. I'm a life coach. Email me at the Jeremy Hill Show 1@gmail.com. I have several clients that I'm coaching right now, and I done brought some good positive results in their life. I done changed a couple of them from being betas into somewhat of an alpha to where they're not dealing with no women like this no more, to where they can recognize when they're dealing with a hard-headed, mustard-back heifer who's in it for the, or if they're dealing with women who are truly interested in them.
On Christmas time.
Mr. Allen, I like you. I hate you. You know, do you know how ugly you look?
I don't care.
I can see that. I can see that.
Because I know I'm not ugly.
You'll mind
Yeah.
later. You will.
I'm not ugly.
Mr.
Yeah, you will,
Allen,
bitch.
I want you to know that you have a bright and lovely dating future from here on in. The next thing I would like to say to you is the next time that your family voices distress about the woman that you pick, you might want to listen.
Oh,
because
yeah.
There it is. Warning normally comes before destruction, man. So this man's family was warning. If people are telling you in your family that you can trust, that you can, not this cousin, but people who you know genuinely care about you, say, look, man, that ain't a good look, man. See, man, I heard about her, man. I mean, I don't want to, sometimes they want to tell you because you have already gotten into a relationship with them, like, damn, I don't want to mess up their relationship. So they throw hints. You know what I mean? Say, hey, man, you with her, huh? Oh, all right. They throw little subtle little clues to try to get you thinking. Trust me, I'm the person, because I've been this person. If I'm in my family, I don't care if you've been with a person 3 years, I would tell you that that's a hoe. I would tell you what I know about it, even if it's going to hurt you, because I'd rather hurt you now than for you to be hurt later on in life and it costs you money. You got married to this hoe, now you got to give her half your stuff. I'd rather hurt your feelings now than you to get deeper in love with that woman, spend more time with that woman, spend more money on that woman, and then find out later. I'm going to hurt your feelings. I'm going to tell you, I've done it before. That's why some people in my family, they always hit me up and want me to tell them what I think, because I'm going to tell you what I think. You know what I mean? Regardless of how you feel, because if I care about you, I have to give you the truth no matter what. Stop being weak, ladies and gentlemen. If you have a family member or a friend that you care about, and you say that's your homie, you loyal to them, and you know that they messing around with a scallywag Jezebel or whatever it may be, you tell him. Now, what he does with that information, what he or she does with the information that you provide is on them. And yes, it can make people mad at you. It can make the person that he is with mad at you, and it can make him mad at you too. But the future will make him realize you was right, and they'll respect you more when the truth comes out. I'm telling you, just go ahead and do it.
On it. The next thing I would like to say to you is the next time that your family voices distress about the woman that you pick, you might want to listen. Because apparently they saw what you didn't see. They see what I see, and they knew better. And you should listen. Don't get, let your heart lead you, but don't let it lead you too far.
Y'all see that because the way she acting now.
You have no more class than the woman that you are sleeping with. I will say that to you right now.
Woo! That's a bar. She told the first cousin, you have no more class than a woman that you're sleeping with. And that's how it normally be. Most women do not be any better than the man they sleeping with. Women who sleep with Pookies and shit like that tend to not have any more class than Pookie, Nook, Ray, Tyrone them. They always have babies by them, but they tend to never have more class than those men that they're sleeping with. But yet they want a man that is high class, who is in the upper middle class or rich. But they have absolutely no class whatsoever.
Y'all see that because the way she acting now.
You have no more class than the woman that you are sleeping with. I will say that to you right now.
For me?
You're rude. You have not enough sense to be embarrassed by foul and unkind behavior. You have no dignity.
Well, that's your opinion.
Absolutely, mine's the only one that counts in here.
Well, that may be true, but I'm going home with her.
Your sensibilities, your lack of, I don't want to say intellect, but dignity is.
So you saying I'm lowering myself because I'm with her?
No, I'm talking about your conduct in this room. I don't know how you get men, Ms. Walker. I don't know what it is you do. Maybe you ought to write a book. I think you're one of the classless, crudest, inconsiderate people I have ever met. Had the displeasure of meeting in my life, and it's distressing that women like you get hooked up with people. God bless you, Mister, but you don't deserve any better, so that's fine. I can't give you any money for the boots because it was a gift. But the biggest gift you get today is the gift of your freedom. Don't ever give that back.
Yes, I agree with that. Now, let me tell y'all gentlemen something. I said this before in one of my shows and also in one of my counseling things with one of the people I counsel as life coach. Some men say, she left me, Jay. She left me, I did all this for her. She took her bag and she left. And I tell them straightforward like this. Yeah, she took her bags with her. But she also took the confusion with her. She took all them arguments that you was having with her. She took all the disrespect and the insults and the inconsideration of your feelings with her. So when a person leaves you and she takes all her shit and she sneaks out the house when you're at work, or she leaves you, take all her shit, have someone pick her up and she take all her stuff. Don't look at the tangible things only of what she's taken away. Look at the intangible things, the disrespect that she had for you, her whorish ways, if she was a hoe cheating on you, the misery, the pressures that she put on your life. When she took her belongings with her, she also took those things with her when she left. Now you are free for those things. Now all you got to do is go through the grieving process, get over the hurt. No telling how long it's going to take. It can take up to a year most times, depending on how deep you was in it. When you get done with it, with the grieving process, you'll be wiser and smarter. If you choose to learn from it, that is, but you'll be free. You won't be codependent on her no more. Needing her to validate you no more. It's over with. So let the bitch go. It just is what it is. I'll holler at y'all later.